All right, traders. My name is John Carrigan. I moderate the BYOB Trading Room. We got a workshop coming up. I'm giving you this information now. This workshop starts on Friday. Well, it doesn't start. It will be Friday, August 9th at 1 p.m. until probably the last question. Could be till close. Could be till 5 o'clock. I don't know when it's going to end, but I will be there until the last question is answered. The Fast Track Trading Workshop is going to be about three of my flagship trading strategies. All right, all three. Going to be the AVWAP hustle. That's anchored, volume weighted average price hustle. And it's going to be on the trend day setup and the thriller trade. I'm going to cover all three. We're going to go through the trade rules. We're going to go through the trade management tips. We're going to give you plenty of examples. Might even take a few trades while we're in there. All right. And the cost right now for members, that's full-time members, is only $50. Now, if you're not a full-time member, you can pick this up for $360. And what that includes is a 3-month membership plus the class for $360. So I want to show you which page. If you are a member, your page will look like this, and the link will be in the description below inside the YouTube video. All right. So members will use this link right here. I'll leave it up on the screen so you guys can copy it, but it should be available in the description of the YouTube or Rumble video, whichever one you're looking at. And the page will look like this, and it's hard to see, but that is $50, and that is for full members only. All right, so if you're a trial member, it pays to be a member. So here it is. If you're a full member, only $50. If you're a full member of Hit and Run Candlesticks, only $50. If you're a full member of Right Way Options, only $50. Okay? So either way, if you're a full member of BYOB Trading, only $50. Okay? If you're a full member of any one of our three services, it's only going to be $50 if you want to sign up for this. I encourage you to sign up. I'm going to be answering a lot of questions. I will help you get through this. I will help you learn it. I will even publish the slides afterwards for subscribers of this workshop. I will provide you with a video. I encourage you to sign up for $50. You might not want to miss this workshop. Now, for non-members, okay, this will be your page. If you're a non-member or a trial member, this will be the link. It'll be in the description of the YouTube video. The page that will be brought up will look like this. It will say $360. That will include 3 months subscription to the BYOB Trading Room. Now, I will be surprised if you do not make or cover the cost of your subscription. If you're not covering, let me just say this. If you're a member of any of my services and you are not making enough to cover your subscription, please get with me. All right? I encourage you. Let's fix this. Let's get this thing turned around, and let's work this out so we can get you on the right track. All right? Something's going wrong, and we need to fix it soon. Okay? So if you're a member, all right, you get the $50 price. If you are a non-member or a trial member, you can sign up for $360. All right? You get a 3-month subscription. Plus, you get the fast track class with all three trading strategies. All right? Don't miss it. I encourage you to sign up. If you have any questions, you can email me at john@byobtrading.com. All right? If you got any questions on it. Or you can even ask me in the room if you're in the room. All right? So there it is. Don't miss this opportunity on Friday from 1 p.m. until, well, gosh, till close or till the last question's asked. I'm going to be there, and I will help people to figure out these strategies and help them work to make money for you. All right? So that's it. I hope to hear from you. I hope to see you there. I hope you sign up. You might not want to miss this one. You can make a lot of money with these 3 strategies. I hope you sign up. All right, good morning, traders. Today is August 7th, 2024. Exciting new day today. I want to thank everybody that's here in the room with me. I want to thank everybody that showed up at the webinar last night. We have a Tuesday night webinar presented by either BYOB, Right Way Options, or Hit and Run Candlesticks. It's going to be one of the 3 of us. It's at Tuesday night. It's at 8 o'clock. You can put it on your calendar. It happens every Tuesday night. I think it's happened every Tuesday night for probably the last 2 or 3 years. My SPY pivot this morning is 522. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All of the Fab 5 are still in downtrends. All made higher highs and higher lows. Closing under bearish traps under the 17 EMAs. SPY closed with a 2-hour downtrend and a 10-minute downtrend. Gold in an uptrend. I think it's the only thing that's in an uptrend because silver, UNG, USO, and the dollar are also in downtrends right alongside the Fab 5. All right, gold in an uptrend made a lower high and a lower low, closing under a bearish, they're supposed to say bearish trap under the 17 EMA. Silver in a downtrend made a lower high and a lower low, closing under a bearish trap under the falling 17 EMA. UNG, which 2 days ago made a new all-time low, okay, but today, all right, or excuse me, yesterday, it made a higher high and a higher low, closing inside a bearish trap under the falling 17 EMA. USO in a downtrend made an outside day, closing under the bearish trap under the falling 17. And US dollar index in a downtrend closed near 102.92 area. All right, let's go take a look at some charts. Start off with SPY. We'll squeeze this down because we don't need that. Just looking at Dollar General, I think Dollar General's due for a nice bounce. Right here. Right on support. If they could just break trend, I was looking at it earlier. Got to break this downtrend though. Anyways, let's go back and look at SPY. So here's SPY. And on the daily chart, let's look at the daily candle. It's not this one. That was looking pretty about an hour ago. Let me just say it was way up here. Okay, on SPY, this is yesterday's candle. Okay, all the way up and all the way back. That's what happened. We got a higher low and a higher high. We closed under a bearish trap, under falling 17 EMA, still in a downtrend. All right, on the 2-hour chart, if we look at it on the 2-hour chart, we had the 3 and price underneath the 8 EMA. So we had another 2-hour downtrend going into the close last night. There was a moment right here in the middle of the day, at the high of the day, near the peak of the day, okay, where it looked like we were going to start a 2-hour uptrend, but couldn't quite close the deal. Had they been able to hold price up here, probably would have been able to close the deal up there. So there's SPY, 2-hour downtrend still. On the 10-minute chart, okay, we closed off with a 10-minute downtrend. That's price, the 3 EMA, that's the yellow line, okay? Price and the 3 are underneath the 8 EMA, and all 3 of them underneath the 17 EMA. So we had a 10-minute downtrend, 2-hour downtrend, daily downtrend, everything in a downtrend, but yet we did make, for the daily candle, a higher high and a higher low. All right, so SPY, what did we do yesterday? Well, let me just say, we came up and we just did a butterfly kiss on this FOMC anchored VWAP. So where is that FOMC anchored VWAP? Well, it's on 7/31, that's July 31st, at 2 p.m. Okay, so we plant that anchored VWAP on the candle just before FOMC announcement. Okay, and you can see from that FOMC announcement, there wasn't a whole lot of hype, even though they didn't say anything bad. They didn't say anything good, just not a whole lot of hype, not a whole lot of market movement from there. Kind of a clue that probably going to break down, but there you go, 731. That's the anchored VWAP, and where did we come up to? You can see right here, we just barely, I don't even think we touched it. All right, we got so close, and then just got faded all the way back, almost to the opening of day down here. Okay, in the post market, anyways. All right. So my SPY pivot this morning, 522, and how I got that is I got these highs over here. I got this low right here, this pullback right there to 522. And then price action coming back to 522. So 522 seems to be the common ground yesterday. So I'm going to put my pivot there. They're kind of telling me that 522 is an important number. All right. So above 522, I'm going to be a bull. Below 522, I'm going to be a bear. All right. Now I want to point out that day before yesterday, we had a peak up and then a move back. Okay, we did the same thing yesterday. All right, so Monday we went up, came back. Yesterday we went up and came back. Okay, you get 3 of those hourly pushbacks like that, and the market doesn't like that. All right, you got 3 retracements that come right almost back to where we started. Okay, 3, big time frame, and I'm talking, more than the 15-minute time frame. 3 big time like that. You do that 3 times. Market doesn't like that, and typically they run off to make a new low. So we have been making, okay, a little bit higher low here, and we made higher highs. And I want to point out we made a higher low here. Still haven't made the higher high in the pre-market, post-market. But we're up there, okay? We're leaning. We're knocking on the door. We're pounding on the door, okay? We haven't got the door breaker in there yet, but the battering ram, all right? But I think we're going to get through and make a higher high. I think so. I don't know. Okay, we did just come from the bottom of the channel right here. If I can point out that channel. Okay, so here's our channel. We came up to the top of the channel. Here's the bottom of the channel. So we came from the bottom of the channel. And I think we're probably headed up close to the top of the channel. We'll see. I would like to see price consolidate for 3 or 4 hours up here. Now, they've been consolidating up here since, let's just call it right here, okay? So they've been consolidating since 440. So that's about 4 hours. So they're all primed up and juiced up. Maybe it takes another 4 hours, okay, for a breakout to the upside. All right, we'll see what happens. But there's SPY on that pullback, and they're doing some nice consolidation. That's a bull flag right there, okay? That's a bull flag. And get my drawing tools out. That's a move up, okay? And then we've got a flag right here. Okay, that's a bull flag. So we go up and over, consolidate. Next move, I'd like to see a little pop higher. Okay, maybe not over the top of the channel. Be nice if it got up over there and held. But if it got up underneath it and just started to grind away at resistance above it, that would be really nice. Okay, up, bull flag, another move up. That's what we're looking for. So we'll see. That's what I'm looking for this morning. We'll see what happens. And we're taking this on green erases red entries. All right, so we're looking for a place to enter where green erases red this morning. All right, that's the plan. Over the pivot, got the 10-minute uptrend, Okay, we're looking for green erases red. All right, so we need some red candles in here pretty soon so that we can break up over them. Other than that, the first entry this morning for green erases red is probably going to be right about there, 529.13. Kind of up there in the nosebleed sections, okay? Right where we got rejected before. So that makes it a tough trade, okay? But keep in mind, we've been consolidating for 4 hours. So there's a good chance this will work out if we get up over that 529 area. All right, so that's the plan this morning. We're going to adjust this, all right? Change this to 522. Take that out of there, fix this up. 522 pivot, looking for green erases red, looking for a 10-minute uptrend. So far, the first red candle is going to be at 529. All right? And hopefully we can find an aggressive entry earlier than that. All right? But that's where we're at right now. If I find an aggressive entry, I will let you know and post it in here so that you will know. Okay, so far the first entry price is over 529. That's where I want to jump in on it. All right, but I do like all of this bullish consolidation. I might even be interested in picking up a couple of calls here at the bottom of the flag. All right, to go back up to 529. And then if we get over 529, I can add some to it then. And that should give me a nice average cost. So I'm interested in picking up a few calls if we are at the bottom of the flag when we open up the market. All right, enough about SPY. Let's go take a look at the rest of the market. All right, let's take a look at QQQ. Here's QQQ. We hit it up on the daily chart. Again, higher low, higher high, closing under the bearish trap, okay? Why is it a bearish? The 3 is under the 8, okay? The 8 is underneath the 17. All three, you get the 17 on top of the 8, on top of the 3, okay? Bearish trap. So QQQ closing under the bearish trap, under the falling 17 EMA. There's QQQ. Let's take a look at FNGU. And oh, what a haircut that thing got, all right? All right, we were up here. Keep in mind, we're up here at 563, 565. And we got a haircut all the way down to, well, that's an uptrend line right there. Right into the uptrend line, right at 250 support. That would have been major support right there. See, here's the breakup candle low that kind of started this big rally. That's the breakup candle low. Isn't that cool how price comes down to the breakup candle low? And you'll see this, the reverse happen sometimes. They'll go all the way to the breakup candle high. All right? And they'll have a little bit of struggle up there. But here we are down at the breakup candle low. These are all of the big cap stocks in the SPY and QQQ. So, I mean, getting those at a 50% discount, I mean, from the all-time highs, that was made only 20 days ago, okay? It's not like it was 3 years ago. The all-time highs were right here just 20 days ago. That's crazy, all right? And you're getting them at a 50% discount. You better believe there was some people buying on this one. That's FNGU. Still in a downtrend. Price action, higher low, higher high. Closing under the bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. I am long FNGU, all right? Based on those discounts, yeah, I'm long. So there's FNGU closing underneath the bearish trap. Still in a downtrend. All right, let's take a look at IWM. That is the Russell 2000. Okay, we broke these lows, so we're in a downtrend. Okay, price action for yesterday is higher high, higher low. Closing under the bearish trap under the 17 EMA. Again, still in a downtrend. Diamond Dow. All right, Diamond Dow broke this low right here, made a lower low. That puts it in a downtrend. Got a little lower high and a lower low. That's a downtrend. Okay, broke this low. That's a downtrend. So you got 2 or 3 items here telling you that's a downtrend. So there's Diamond Dow, yesterday's price action, higher low, higher high, closing under the bearish trap, under the hooking 17 EMA. Okay, that wasn't too long ago. Look at this, Diamond Dow was at all-time highs right here, 414.13. Wow, that's not that long ago. Okay, that was July 18th. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days ago. This was at all-time highs. Okay, so there's Diamond Dow. Okay, anyways, it's bearish. It's in a downtrend. We're closing underneath bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. All right, let's take a look at the energy sector. We're going to start off with USO. Okay, that's petroleum crude oil. Okay, USO in a downtrend. Why? Because it's making lower highs and lower lows and lower highs and lower lows. Price action for yesterday, okay, was an outside day. Okay, so we made a higher high and a lower low. We closed under a bearish trap under the falling 17 EMA. So USO still in a downtrend. Having a nice comeback today. See right there? That's a nice comeback. All the way back to the 8 EMA. Nice work. Let's take a look at UNG. This would be natural gas. Okay, remember USO is petroleum crude oil. UNG is natural gas. Okay, this is today's price action. This is yesterday. And this was the day before. Okay, so price action, I think that's Monday. Yeah, Monday was at a new all-time low for UNG. Okay, for yesterday's price action, higher low, higher high, closing in the bearish trap under a falling 17 EMA. Okay, still in a downtrend. All right, why? Making lower highs and lower lows. UNG still in a downtrend. Remember, just made new all-time lows just a couple days ago. All right, let's take a look at some precious metals. We'll start off with GLD. Here's GLD, still in an uptrend. Why? Making higher lows and higher highs. Okay, made a higher low here. Failed to make that higher high yet here. But guess what? We haven't broken this low. So we're still in an uptrend until we break the low. If we break that low, we'll be in a downtrend. That's GLD. Okay, by the way, this is an all-time high for GLD right there, 229.65. Price action for GLD for yesterday. Let me make sure I got the right day. Okay, got a lower low and a lower high closing under a bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. Okay, not a very convincing uptrend, but it's still in an uptrend. Okay, so there's GLD. Let's take a look at SLV. That's in a downtrend. Why is it in a downtrend, John? Why is it in a downtrend? Because we broke this low right here. Okay, SLV made a lower high, and then guess what? We made a lower low right here. And then on top of that, we made another lower high, and we made another lower low. That's a downtrend by definition. Okay, so SLV price action yesterday, lower high, lower low, closing underneath bearish trap. Why is it bearish? 3's underneath the 8, underneath the bearish trap, underneath falling 17 EMA. So SLV in a downtrend. Okay, we're going to go around the horn and look at a few other sectors, and then we're going to check out the technicals. Okay, first sector. Okay, let's take a look at SMH. This is our semiconductors. We broke this low. We're in a downtrend. Okay, and on top of that, we made a lower high and a lower low. SMH still in a downtrend. XLK, technology sector. Okay, lower high, lower low, broke this low, broke this low, broke this low. XLK technology in a downtrend. Okay, so there's SMH and technology sector. That'd be semiconductors and technology in downtrends. That's not good because those are the market leaders. Those that help lift the market. Okay, so there's XLK, SMH downtrends. Let's take a look at XLI. This is our industrials. We took out this low. We failed to hold the ground, okay? We went up, and it's important to me that we hold the ground whenever we go up, okay? Got to hold the higher ground. You guys listen to Stevie Wonder, higher ground, maybe Lenny Kravitz. You go up, you got to hold the ground. See how we went up over here? Okay, this is a move up, okay? And we held the higher ground up there, okay? So it's important when we go up, we hold this area right here. Hold the higher ground. We failed to hold. We made a lower low. That puts us in a downtrend, okay? So there's XLI. That's our industrials, okay? So industrials in a downtrend, okay? Now, bear in mind, get this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days ago, we made all new all-time highs. That's crazy, isn't it? Just 5 days ago, we were at new all-time highs, okay? And we're already in a downtrend, okay? So this might be just a correction. We'll see what happens. But there's industrials, technology, semiconductors, all in downtrends still. All right, let's take a look at XRT. Here's our retail sector. Okay, we broke this low. Okay, we broke this low here. We broke this low. So we're in a downtrend. Let me see if XRT was at new all-time highs. I don't think so. Well, it was darn close. Let me just say that. Okay, so XRT, what's the high? 80.05, what's the high? 80.10. Didn't quite make it. Close, but no cigar. Oh, still a long ways off. Okay, now, with the XRT, okay, up here, all right, and then moving to the right, consolidating up here. Okay, I like that. That is a sign of bullishness. We could possibly see some sector rotation, all right, in which technology is now going to hand the baton over to the retail sector. Okay, when we see those rate cuts come in, don't be surprised to see XRT back up here challenging those highs, those post-COVID highs up here. Okay, so I like what I'm looking at here. That's a bull flag. Notice we went up and we got rejected. We went up, we got rejected. We went up, we got rejected. We went up, we made a higher low. Now we went up and made a higher high. And now we're consolidating up here, okay? So don't be surprised to see XRT take over the market leading and start pushing us up towards probably the bottom of this consolidation right there, that rounded top, okay? So I'm looking for XRT to start pushing higher. Why? Because now it's holding the higher ground instead of holding the lower ground. All right, there's XRT. Let's take a look at financials, XLF. Okay, keep in mind XLF was making new all-time highs. And I think that was a new all-time high just 5 days ago. The high there, 44.11. The high there, 44.10. So 5 days ago, the financials were making new all-time highs. Bear in mind, they just beat it by a penny, but they did do it. All right, so this is the financials. We're in a downtrend. Why? We took out this low. All right, so they have to get back up here and take out this high to be in an uptrend, or produce another higher low and another higher high and start a trend moving back up. XLF, still in a downtrend. Crazy, 5 days ago we were making brand new all-time highs right alongside XLI. So financials in a downtrend. but it's not a bad downtrend. A pull back to where we started here is not bad. It could very well pull back and double up and go twice as far. So there's XLF. Let's take a look at IYT. This one's really ugly, all right? So this is IYT making, we had an uptrend right here when we took out those highs, and that was the most flaky uptrend I've ever seen. It went up, and and they just lost over 80% of it right here, came up here, made a lower high, okay? And then from that lower high, we made a lower low, took out this low, took out this low, took out this low, took out this low, took out all the lows. All of these lows. This is the low right there. See? Took out this one, 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 this one. Like all the 2024 lows right there. IYT, the transports. So transports still in a downtrend. All right, so the only thing we got in an uptrend, and let's look at the reality here, okay, is GLD. Okay, we got one other thing in an uptrend. All right, I'm going to point that out in just a moment here. We're going to go look at our technicals. Here's T2122. Okay, so yesterday popped out of the oversold zone. Bulls threw us out. We cleared the whole sell zone. We were airborne from here, from the oversold zone, right into the seller's chop zone. Made a higher low here. Produced a higher high here into the midpoint. Bears said not today. Pushed us back into the seller's chop zone. So I think we probably chop around here. Maybe for a day, maybe for 2 days. All right, 2 days consolidation. And maybe we get a pump on Friday into the buyer's chop zone. We'll see what happens. This is T2122. Let's take a look at T2123. Okay, you can see we're in a nice big bull flag. Ugly bull flag of all bull flags, but nice bull flag up here. This is in an uptrend. All right, so this is still in an uptrend. It could classify as a downtrend because we broke this low right here. All right, but all in all, we just made a higher low right here. Now, if we break that low, if we break this low, this will be in a downtrend. Okay, if we break this low right here. So here's T2123. Price action for yesterday. Just move to the right. That's all we did. Okay, just consolidate over to the right. So I'm not liking this part because this is what I see. I'll move down and then I'll move over to the right. That's what I'm seeing. All right, as long as they don't break below that lows, I'll be a happy camper. All right, because not too long ago, on the 1st of August, believe it or not, we were making new all-time highs for T2123. Okay, so T2123 is all the stocks in the NYSE. All right, so that's all of them. All right, no heavyweights, no lightweights. Everybody is equally balanced, each against the other. Okay, so T2123, all right, is what the market's doing. And so far, the market has moved up and over. That's a bull flag. Now it's been moving over for about 30, 45 days. All right, we're due for a consolidation. Keep in mind, only less than 5 days ago, we were at new all-time highs. So here's T2123. I'm still bullish till we may break this low, and then I'm going to have to call it quits. Okay, T2123 still in an uptrend, but below a flat 200 SMA. Okay, this would be a rubber band candle. Okay, the point of interest would be the 200 SMA. Price action coming down here. That would be the huge spike down. All right, anything below that is a downtrend. All right, don't want to break the rubber band candle. All right, so I'd like to see price action kind of meander back up towards that 200 SMA. That's the 15-minute chart. Let's take a look at the 3-bar chart. Okay, still nice big bull flag. Again, don't want to break that candle right there. Okay, we're up over 200 SMA. That's bullish. We moved up. We're holding the higher ground. That's bullish. I like that. Okay, don't want to break that low though. All right. So T2123 still bullish. FNGU indicator. All right, this is FNGU chart. Okay, so yesterday, all right, we had one red candle, and then we had a whole bunch of green ripping up over VWAP. That's that burnt brown line right there. Okay, then we had a couple of red days coming in to close, kind of a pullback to VWAP right there. All right, and you can see in the pre-market, we're already back up on top of VWAP. Personally, I like to see FNGU get up to this 200 SMA and challenge it, hopefully break through and get on the other side and consolidate. Okay, nice thing I'm looking at right now is consolidation from a lower point. It's consolidating over this low, so that's bullish. I'd like to see a breakout and get up on top of this 200 SMA and consolidate up on top of there. I might be asking a lot. Maybe we just consolidate underneath it, but nonetheless, it'll be a nice rip up and consolidate, making a higher high. So far, we made a higher low here, made a higher high, made a lower high, made a higher low, made a higher high, made a higher low. Okay, it's time for FNGU to make that higher high. We'll see how they do, see if they can get up there and hold the higher ground. That's FNGU. All right, let's take a look at the economic data. All right, economic data. Economic calendar, really super light week. Gotta kind of focus my glasses here because the print's kind of small. Okay, for today, mortgage applications came out at 7, petroleum report 10:30, and then consumer credit at 3. Nothing really market moving here. Nothing really market moving yesterday. Nothing really market moving on Monday. Guess what's happening Thursday? Jobless claims at 8:30. We already know there's going to be some layoffs, so it should be no surprise. Okay, so jobless claims at 8:30, wholesale inventories 10, natural gas report 10:30, just like it always is. Friday, all we got is a rig count. Okay, if the bulls or the bears want to run, let's face it, there's no economic data here to really stop them. All right, there's nothing here to roadblock or obstacle their path. All right, so let's take a look at earnings calendar. That would be the next that could possibly present some obstacles. All right, so on the earnings, we got Novo Nordisk. It's about 562 billion. They're going to report this morning. Disney, 160 billion. They're also going to report this morning. McKesson's like 79 billion. They're going to report this evening along with Equinix. Okay, Thursday, Eli Lilly's going to report at 753 billion. All right, Gilead Sciences is going to report in the evening. That's 92 billion. Okay, Lilly's one of those big companies. Okay, it's close to being in one of the FNGU category big cap stocks. That really qualifies as a big cap stock. If I'm not mistaken, I think that is one of the weighted stocks inside SPY. All right. It's not as high up as Google and Meta, but I think it is a weighted stock in there. Okay, so there's Eli Lilly. They're going to report tomorrow. I don't think that they'll move the market a whole lot. All right, but we'll see what happens. FNGU, again, some familiar names, but nothing that's really going to rattle the markets. Monday, again, some familiar names, Barrick Gold, okay, but nothing that's really going to rattle the markets, okay? So it's smooth sailing for whoever wants to do what they want to do, All right, because I don't see any economic data. I don't see any terrible news. There's no bird flus or COVID going around. I'm sure there's a little bit of it, but not enough to cause a pandemic. All right, so it's nice, smooth sailing for whoever wants to do what they need to get done. So if you wanted to put in a nice sharp pullback and then rip it back up, okay, you wouldn't have any economic data or earnings to squash your plans. All right. Oh my gosh, that almost looks like that's what we're doing, isn't it? Nice sharp pullback and then maybe a rip up. Just saying. All right. I don't want to plant any seeds, but I got to call it the way I see it. All right. There's nothing in there to squash whatever they got planned. That sharp pullback and a rip back up, because hey, there's no earnings that are really going to rattle the markets. There's no economic data that's going to rattle the markets. Okay. On top of that, the Fed has said that they're interested in doing a rate cut in September. We'll see. Okay. Talk is cheap, but we'll see what they can do to get it done. Maybe some bad jobs report. Maybe that will catalyst the markets into jumping higher if it's a bad jobs report, because then the Fed will have to step in and lower rates in order to get money moving and put to work. All right, we'll see what happens. Just saying that's a possibility, not saying that's what's going to happen. All right, so let's go back to find out what max pain's going to be. All right, see if I can pull this up today. It's kind of finicky. Sometimes it wants to work. Sometimes it doesn't want to work. I found a workaround. I found out if I go on Firefox, I can pull it up on there. Gee, it's still slow. Made a liar out of me. Come on. Ouch. You're killing me. You're killing me. All right, let's go look at the dollar. What's going on today? All right, here's the dollar. DXY. Okay, DXY is also used as the dollar spot index. Okay, so got a nice big move down. Okay, what do I like to see in the dollar? I like to see a weak dollar, because a weak dollar makes all the goods that we sell here in the USA to foreign countries that would help bring money back into America or into the United States. All right, what I want to see is a weak dollar. That would be great for our market. So I want to see a move down. We got the move down. Now I want to see them hold the lower ground, because I want a weak dollar, because that helps the markets. So I'll move down and hold the lower ground. All right, I don't want them to come all the way back up to the 200 SMA. Okay, see now how we got down, and then we consolidated underneath the 200 SMA, tried to get on top and got rejected. So now I want to see hold the lower ground down here. Dollar is in a downtrend. Why? It's making lower highs and lower lows, and lower highs and lower lows. All right, so dollar in a downtrend. All right, we'll check out Max Payne one more time.